live and see what happens. Oh, y'all. Y'all. Okay. Sorry about the connection drop there. But we're going to pick up and play some more Magic. So as it turns out, my internet blew up. Don't know why. They don't know why. So fortunately, I do have some connectivity. However, it has been intermittent to the computers that are not hardwired into our internet connection. So I'm just going to continue playing, and then hopefully our connection doesn't drop. It seems like it's steady now. It's good on all my other devices. It's good on my phone. I tested a bunch of stuff there during our downtime. Hoping this is good, but we're going to try to play for another, I don't know, let's call it 30 to 45 minutes. And then we'll take a break, and then we'll hop over to Facebook Gaming. But for now, let's go ahead and play some more Standard here and see if we can make this Leslie Enchantments deck work. Hopefully we won't have any more internet issues. Like, it's weird because I've had great internet connection for weeks now with no problem. And then today, of all days, it decided to have a problem. Though it sounds like it might be a router issue more than anything else. And if it is, they'll just have to replace it. Hey, Lawrence. Hopefully this holds up for us, though. Alrighty. How am I liking the new set? I don't like it's fine. It's a new set. It's cool. I like the cards, I guess. I don't ever know how to answer that because I feel like it's either like thumbs up, thumbs down. I just give it a thumbs up. It has to be pretty bad for me to give it a thumbs down. It would have to be real bad. All right. Jimbo Balula is our opponent. By the way, this board, I just can't get over this. Like, the fact that, like, you can click it and it does a little, like, matrix tree thing, it's so good. So good. Alright. So let's play this on white. And then I'm kind of thinking, like, we're either going to play this or this next turn. So let's go ahead and play the Kamigawa Transcendence, so we can at least get it in play and see if it's any good. I mean, it does start out as a 2/2, which is nice, because a lot of the creatures that grow tend to be, like, 2-mana 1/1s. So I do like the fact that it's at least a reasonable body on its own on turn 2. Alright, Sculptor winner. So we're up against some mono green something or other. That doesn't make us real happy. I'm trying to figure out what the best solution is here. Because no matter what, I can't get this bigger than a 3. I mean, than a 4. Because I can put one counter on it from when we cast, and then it'll get one of its own. I'm just concerned if they play something and then a fight spell, it kind of sucks here, but yeah, no, what are we going to do? I mean, if they have it, they have it. Just congratulations to you, opponent. I could have attacked with both and drew a card, but we'd just lose the visitor, unless I wanted to split it up and make it like a 2/2 and a 3/3, but that's not really what we were aiming for there. I mean, there's a good chance they're just going to play a troll here and then fight our Kami, unfortunately. That is a very likely scenario. Yep. And dead Kami. Oh, it's not? Oh, game on now. Oh, man. Oh, man. We can do some things. We can do some things. Oh, my gosh. Well, whew, boy, wasn't planning on this turn being a thing like this. Truthfully, I'm a little surprised. All right, well, this Kamigawa Transcendence is about to get real big, real fast. This is about to be a real problem for the opponent. All right, another land, perfect for next turn. Actually, that works out great. We'll go ahead and slowly juice up this token. So if the token dies, we don't really care. Alright. I could have made this bigger than a 6/6, so I guess I should have been. That was a little bit of a mistake. I should have put the counter here and make it a 7/7. So no attacks. Kind of a wasted turn, unfortunately. But next turn, we're all good. We're going to play this, put counters, make everything bigger, and just go ham if we can. Alright, there's a Chariot. Lots of blockers. That's important. If you attack, I promise I'll block, opponent. Ooh. Well, that's a thing now, isn't it? Well, I thought I knew what I was going to do here. So if we play this, this gets to be an 8 potentially. Then we play a land, making it a 9. So they could still block with Chariot, Troll, and kill it. Not sure how I feel about that. I could also, that's fine. If they trade everything for that, then I guess we just let it trade, right? At some point. Because, I mean, it's... Whether it's a 7-7 or an 8-8, we're only going to get to eat the same things. So, whatever. What do we do here? We attack. What's the best thing they could do? They could block of 2 of our little dudes and then take a bunch of damage. Like, I guess we're kind of okay with that. I guess we don't attack with the Generous. It feels dumb not to attack with the Generous Visitor at this point, though, right? Why does this feel so wrong? Okay. This is probably a bad attack. I'm pretty sure it's a bad attack. But if they really want the Kami dead, there's a chance here to be able to attack or double block. And that's fine. But then they're still taking a good amount of damage. They take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they'd still have to chump something with the Sculptor if they did that. Interesting. All right. This is all we're doing? Huh. All right. Cool. I mean, I guess this is okay. That went better than I anticipated. All right. Fair enough. Unnatural growth. That doesn't get us dead. We're at 20 still. If they tap a creature, they die. Okay. I mean, yeah, I was going to say, I think the opponent knows this is over. Yep. All right, cool. Whew. The vehicle archetype looks interesting, and make historic vehicles a thing. Maybe. It might be a thing in Standard. Caleb says, I'm looking to get back into Standard. Took a break for a few years. Is there any budget deck that looks good after Kamigawa drops? I don't know. Like, budget decks are always a tough thing, right? Because if I direct you in the direction of a budget deck, none of them are going to be top tier. They're just not. Like, occasionally you'll get one that's just made predominantly of commons and uncommons. But there's usually, like, the one. You know what I mean? If there's anything I would say, like, you could probably do a variation of the mono blue deck, mono blue tempo deck I put up. That's mostly commons and uncommons. There's a couple of rares. You can also look at the the Bant vehicles list that I put up also. I mean, it has some rares in it, but of the new stuff, that's probably all I can recommend. I mean, honestly, without giving you too many rares to play, I'm trying to like just going back through real quick and taking a look, but those are probably, I mean, and even then they have like, I mean, there's rares you could probably do without, but they're at least reasonable starting points, I would say. It's probably the best I could give you. Hey, Royce, welcome. And they did indeed, Dark Moose, lose to Akami. There's that, and then, like I said, the mono blue tempo list I put up earlier today. That's another one that's not super rare intensive. So you could probably build it. Even if you spend a little bit, you could probably build it fairly cheaply. And then the lands, of course, if there's rare lands, you can adjust as you need until you have the lands in either of them. But that's probably where I would go for now. I mean, until I play more of the set, I can't really recommend others because you really have a twofold problem. One, we don't know what all the new cards do and how they interact and which ones are better or worse. But then you have the other part of you can't really figure out what's going to be better because we don't know what the metagame looks like yet. So even if I gave you a list that was playable, it could turn out the metagame is doing the thing that makes that deck bad, if that makes sense. So then I feel kind of awful, too, to send you in that direction. I had the Ninja and Rogues list. We haven't played it yet today. I'll probably play that tonight on Twitch. Because when I'm done here, I'm going to be playing on Facebook Gaming for a couple hours, and then I'm going to be on Twitch tonight as well. Oh, boy. I'm going to keep this and really, 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 really hope we draw an untapped green source. Not quite. All right, well, that didn't work out too well. Ascendant Spirit, okay. Oh no, we don't want all of these. This is not good. A whole bunch of Jukai Naturalists is not great. They don't even get a benefit from each other. It's pretty sad. And we only have one green source right now, too. That's not doing us any favors. Alright, well, I didn't want my Naturalist anyway, opponent. I'm lying. I really wanted it, actually. Alright, well, we'll just play this. What are we doing here? Like, do we want to play this? I mean, if we do this, we get this cheap and get... Yeah, we got to do this. We got to do this. Because if we don't draw a land, it makes next turn just much better. Being able to play multiple creatures, or multiple cards. Though we could play another Naturalist in this, because this would become 1 mana. That's kind of cool, too. Allow me to reach Enlightenment? I'm not going to fall for that trick and block. Who do you think I am? Illuminator, and you get to remove nothing from graveyards. And then the top card of your library, each turn you may cast a spell from the top of your library if it shares a type. Okay. Well, we did draw a land, so that kind of makes my last play a little bit silly. Though now we can play Naturalist, Wedding Announcement, and Ranger class? Or do we play this? And, man, there's choices here, huh? Mostly because if we're going to play Kodama afterwards, that opens up the door for some more trampling damage and whatnot. So if we play this, we get access to this and can still... Okay, so we can do that anyway. Yeah, let's do that. I think that's better. Let's do this. We'll go ahead and play a Wedding Announcement. I'll put one of the counters here just because, so we can attack. And then we'll do this. And then we'll put a counter here, I guess. Assuming that this will be the opponent's target at some point. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. That was a good turn. That opens up the doors for some things. Though the opponent, because of the style of deck, they probably have bounce spells, they probably have counters. So there's a lot of things that can still happen here. Still nothing in the graveyard to juice up that Cemetery Illuminator. Well, the opponent said, F it. Come get it, son. Alright, well, I'm going to force you to spend your mana. You have to spend 2? You have to spend... Yeah. Alright, that's fine. Wait, this turns it into a 2/3. Alright, I'm game. I mean, if you pump and bounce a thing or whatever, so be it. I'm fine. I'm willing to accept that. Really? You killed the 1/1 instead of the 2/2? Alright, they definitely didn't want to pump there for some reason. Borrowed Time is going to go after the Naturalist. Okay, sure. We're just going to put all of our Naturalists under there. So be it. We could do both of these, which would not be bad. I think we do. Oh, we can't. This is Legendary. That'd be dumb. Though, I guess we could get a mana first, then play this. And that would work. It doesn't really work that way. Old Legend rule actually let us do that. I guess if we're going to do that, then let's just go ahead and play this. And then just say, you know what? Deal with it. And we're going to go get more land. And in the turn. And we get a card. Oh, there we go. Now we got the thing. Felidar Retreat and Kodama. That's some good stuff. Now we're talking about doing some things for real. Faithbound Judge. That's cute. All right. Choices. Choices. Let's play this. Put a counter on you. We'll play this on white, I guess. I guess it doesn't really matter. We will put a counter on Error Body. We will pump this. And then we could either make this a 6 and they can block 1 or whatever, right? Or we can just attack with this and make it a 4 and then they just trade off for the Faithbound Judge, which we would not be upset by. And we get another 1/1. Opponent's at 13. I guess this is the play here. I mean, because I don't want to go too hard, because they might also be playing sweepers in this weird-ass build, so who knows what's going on. Alright, now our creatures are bigger. Another Faithbound Judge. Alright, fair enough, opponent. Fair enough. Alrighty, there's some options here. Play this. Counter here. Play this. Counter here. We'll pump this one. I still kind of want to hold this because, I don't know, I'm scared. No real reason other than that. Since we can go ahead and attack with the 2 biggest things, I think that's mostly safe. We just put both counters on the Generous Visitor. And if they just want to chump block our 2/2, whatever. Yeah, this seems safe. If it's not, I'm willing to accept the consequences. I mean, either way, we're getting at least 1 land. We should be getting 2 lands here, unless they have a bounce spell. And then the lands coming into play will either pump our team or make 2/2s. Alright, opponent goes to 3. We get to go find lands, so I'm going to put this into play. I mean, I guess we just... Does it matter what we do here? I mean, I guess I make a 2/2 just because. I mean, like, it doesn't really matter. And then we have this, I guess, so we can shoot down one of the opponent's blockers. Maybe that would have been better last turn. Well, no, because our creatures would have been smaller too, I guess. No, that would have won. Nah, yeah. They would have just blocked differently, though, I guess. Well, I mean, the opponent could still have a sweeper here. Like, okay, that's not going to get it. I mean, we have a whole team full of tramplers, plus we have a land in hand. But we could also just remove a blocker as well, with an uncounterable channel ability, by the way. So yeah, this might just be it. Yeah, them Faithbound Judges ain't getting nothing done here. Like, even without doing anything else, they can't stop our team, because everything tramples. Go, Kodama, dude. You awesome. Yep, just put some big counters on things. And there's everything. And then when they block, we can just shoot down whatever they block with. Okay, they're not blocking. Ooh, boy. Yeah, that was a lot of cards working together there. A lot of things came together to make that game work, for sure. That's pretty cool. Sometimes things work out. Sometimes they don't. But that time they did. Have I tried the Jund Treasure List that? I have not. The Jund Treasure List, though, it's the same as the last season. It just has like 4 new cards in it. Like we already know that deck works. I'll play it at some point, but we know it works already. From Twitter here, tapping in. Told you I would. Well, thank you, Royce. What card gave everything trampled? That is Kodama of the West Tree. Let me bring that up so you can see it. It is, if I can get this to open up, this guy. Modified creatures you control have trample. So as long as I put +1/+1s on things, they all get trample. And then whenever one of your modified creatures damages the opponent, you get to search for a land. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Am I using Whirling Earth? No, there's no need. Like the thing is, we're not a landfall deck, right? We're just using Felidar Retreat because it can pump our team, and it also gives us an option late in the game to get extra bodies. We're not playing for Felidar Retreat. Technically, Felidar Retreat, I think, is the only thing in this list that even cares about landfall. So that's not really our goal. It's really that we have Generous Visitor, Luminarch Aspirant, Ranger class, and Felidar Retreat that can all put +1/+1s on things. And that makes Kodama better because it gives all of our stuff trample. And I guess Kamigawa Transience also tramples on its own. All right. But that's really the thing. It's not so much about the landfall. It's just we happen to get one of those games where because we had the Felidar Retreat, it played out the way it did. Which is nice when it does. I mean, it's not our main goal, but it's kind of like, plan B in case the board gets swept or whatever. That's why I was holding that extra land instead of playing it to trigger, because it was very possible that it could end up where we needed to, make some creatures or whatever later. I don't even know what that sentence means. What is IG Hunter class? You talking about the Ranger class? I don't know what the Hunter class is. We get to go first with this one, but you know what? I'm going to gamble. I'm going to keep it. I was going to throw it back, but I was like, you know what? Let's gamble here. Let's just be greedy and keep our cards. Well, we have another slow opponent today. Not much we can do about it. Okay, there we go. This opponent wasn't as slow as our last opponents. Just playing against somebody that just goes by _frog. Alright. Okay, well, we got to draw land one way or the other next turn, or we're doing a whole lot of nothing here. Come on, deck. Big money, no whammies. Help us out. Hey, D-Bird. Hey, well, thank you for stopping by. But I put a lot of weird decks on our YouTube channel, so if you're looking for something different to play in Standard, check us out. We have lots of cool stuff up. All right, this isn't the way we were hoping to go, but, it'll have to do, I guess. I mean, Catilda for 1 is not the best play we're hoping for. Let me tell you. Okay. We really need something. I don't know what, but we need something. Oh, no. Was not expecting that. Oh, well. Catilda. Actually, our aspirant's probably dead 3 different ways here, honestly. Yep, that's what I would kill. I would do the exact same thing if I was in the opponent's shoes. Alright, well, we missed. I got greedy and got punished. I'm getting exactly what I deserve here. Hey, Victoria, how's it going? Was in the CBG stream? Did not know you were streaming, or would have been over here sooner. Oh, no. I was streaming earlier, then I had an internet issue, and then I hopped back on. I'll be on Facebook Gaming this afternoon for a couple hours after this, and then I will be streaming 9 p.m. to midnight over on Twitch as well. My laptop be screaming fast when it first came, and I hate the scream. Spamming Ergo. Yeah, I feel you. I mean, I don't know how we're gonna come back from this. Like missing lot drops there and not having any green mana. Like this is not gonna go well. This is very, very bad in a lot of ways. And I can't imagine our Catilda's just gonna get to chill out here. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, I knew the gamble wasn't gonna work out. But sometimes I do it just for the content, right? Like, it's not a measure of if the deck's good or bad. Like, it's just, let's do something different. And let's just see if we can get lucky and draw out of it. Because sometimes it makes for exciting viewing. Other times you get games like this. And I'm okay with that. Like, the trick is, I'm not playing any of these games just to win. Like, that's, I mean, I know people hate that. And everybody should be playing to win all the time. But, like, sometimes just like, yeah, let's do something entertaining. I mean, this just means Catilda's gonna die, right? I mean, let's be honest. That's all this means. Opponent, just kill our creature so we can scoop. Thank you. Like, geez. I probably could still come back from that, but we don't deserve to. We really don't deserve it. I will accept my punishment and move on to another game. I disagree. My content does not play for the win. That is not what my content is about. It never has been and never will be. Unless I'm playing specifically in an event or a tournament for some prize, I'm playing more for research and entertainment and education more than I am for playing for wins. I just let that be known up front. And it's actually served me pretty well so far, so I'm probably going to stick with that. Yeah, we gotta keep this. This isn't bad enough to throw away. Well, okay. Any chance that this little visitor lives? Oh, wait, it might. It might. Hold on. Hold on to your butts. Do we put this Kami of Transience at risk here? Actually, let's go ahead and do this. At least we get a +1 on the visitor, right? Oh, they don't have a response here. What? Oh no, we could have got away playing the Kami. What is the opponent? This must be like a werewolf deck or something, right? And they just had a bunch of... Okay, that makes sense. I was like, they had a bunch of 3 and 4 mana stuff in hand. All right, I can jive with that now. I was a little confused for a second. Now I got it. Okay, well... If we're going to do this, how do we want this to rock and roll here? Let's play... I think we play this and then play the Kami and this next turn. I'm just trying to figure out like the damage over the first... yeah, that's probably right. Okay. Not really what I was aiming for, but this will have to do. I think we keep this little dog back to block something, because they're probably just going to play like Tovolar here. And I don't know if I want to give up a card or not. We probably do. But I don't mind this because we can go Transients into Ranger class. And then we can play Felidar Retreat and pump our team. And we get a lot of bonuses there. We'll get 1 on the Transients, 1 from the Visitor, +1 for everybody from the Felidar Retreat. And if that's not good enough, we just lose. We just lose. I mean, that's just one of those things. We'll just take the hit. All right, opponent. How you feel about this? Oh, his time finally came. A Blizzard Brawl. I was not expecting... I guess I should have, though, with all the Snowlands. Do we want to do that? I'll take 4. Whatever. I'm brave. Let's do it. We're winning this race, right? That's what I'm going to tell myself. We're winning the race, right? Yeah. All right. This was our plan from the get-go, so we kind of got to stick with this. Unfortunately, we're not getting the extra bonus I thought I was going to get on this turn, which is a little bit sad. We will attack with these 2. That does draw a card. I'm not sure how badly we need the card, but I was thinking I might want the token more, but we'll see. Next turn doesn't look bad, though. And remember, when you get the +1/+1, you also gain vigilance, which is a big deal. Oh, they're only attacking with that? That's cool. We will block that then. No cards for you here, opponent. Especially since... Oh, hold up. No, not quite. We can't really do that. All right. Still on the same plan here, then. And then we will play this. Give everything old +1. And then we will... Oh, I didn't need to attack with everything. I could have attacked with just the Kami. Oh, well, that was silly. Oh, well, we get 7 damage in. Opponent goes to 6. We get to make another Deuter. That's fine. Oh, we didn't. We got a card. We have a 6/6. We're fine. We're fine. I'm going to tell myself we're fine and convince myself it's true. Give it the Kurt Angle. It's true. It's damn true. I mean, they could have a fight spell, some other things here too, so, you know, I'm not going to write anything off just yet. Got an Abzan version of this deck? I could see that being a thing. My Abzan Enchantments deck is more controlling than this one. Alright, opponent gave up. So yeah, we survived that. Not too bad, not too bad. So this little deck does some things. It took us a little while. We had to do an update earlier today, but these little changes are making a difference. Making a difference for sure. We were able to beat a mono green deck. We were able to do some stuff there against werewolves. So I don't mind that. Yeah, they could have had a brawl. I mean, that's for sure. This is one of those ones that, like, if the aspirant lives, this has a lot of potential. If the aspirant dies, this feels like it's going to stall a bit. Now, the cool part is if the aspirant lives, then the next turn we get to play Kodama the West Tree, and this possibly gets to attack as a 3/3 with Trample, which means we get another land, and then we'd be able to play Ranger class and do something else on the next turn, potentially, which could be pretty sweet. It's not going to live, though. Yep. She did. Alright, well, we kind of knew that was an option, so can't be shocked by that. Don't want to run Kodama out there, because I think it would just be running into another kill spell. So no point to really just give it up for no value. Well, now that we have another one, I would at least consider it. Though triple Ranger class is a little bit silly. Alright, let's see if the opponent wants to kill our... Oh, okay, sure. Feel free. I don't know why I'm always surprised when I see Siphon Insight. I feel like it just doesn't do enough in a lot of cases, I guess. And I think it's mostly because, like, you're getting cards that don't necessarily work with what your deck does. So you're kind of just hoping, like, your opponent has a good threat or something that you can steal. But if not, you get situations like this where... I guess unless they have more Blood Chief's Thirst or something, this may not be great for them. Ooh, I was wondering what I was going to do if I drew a land. Alright, well, let's try and see if they have another kill spell or something. No? No? Oh, alright. Cool, I'll take it, I guess. We'll split these up. And we get some more land. Deal. I'm in. Go Gadget Kodama. Path of Peril. Alright. Well, Kodama still got work to do, so, you know, that's a thing. We have 8 mana on board? This is stupid. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and go to 4 on one of these. Well, that doesn't help us, does it? And then we'll level the other one up, too, I guess. And then we'll attack with a big old Kodama, getting all the bonuses. Alright, bonus at 4. This is dumb. This is ridiculous. I almost don't have any lands to go get. I mean, they can still sweep the board. Oh, that's it. I don't know, man. Kodama's actually all right. Like, in a way, I kind of wanted it to not be good. Because I wanted to be like, no, I'm overhyping this card. Whatever. But so far, at least in this deck, it's actually pulled its weight. Some people live the thing twice dream. That's a good way to put that, Lawrence. That is very true. Some people are all about it. But that's my thing, though. Like, sometimes, would it be better to just draw one of your own cards instead of getting one from the opponent, right? Because there's a possibility there that they would have drawn from our side. Like, I don't even know what they could have got. But you get like a 1/1 or some 2/2 that doesn't do anything to help your deck. It's just a blocker. But like if you'd have drawn from your own deck, maybe you get an actual kill spell or another land or a counter spell. I don't know. Whatever would help your deck, you know? I don't know if I'd say Kodama's insane. But I do think in this build, it pulls a lot of weight. And that makes it very good. Yeah, the reason I didn't hold that last Ranger class was because I had the mana to both pump and make the dude, or just play it, so it made sense to get as big of a hit in, put the opponent at lethal. Even if they killed our Kodama, we'd still have another creature to attack with the next turn. Gonna try out the Bant control list. Did I post a Bant control list? I think I put a Bant mid-range list together. I don't think I did a straight control type. You know what? We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it. I think that we get punished. I think we get punished for not drawing a green source, probably. But, you know, sometimes you risk it for the biscuit. Nah, opponent didn't tap their mana. Gosh dang it. There's no way we're gonna get that to live. Alright, let's go with this. It probably doesn't survive, but we'll see what happens. Yep. We were gonna lose either one of these, so I just had to gamble. I decided I wanted to keep the aspirant. Alright. Let's see how we want this to go. I'm going to assume that we're probably just going to play Luminarch Aspirant here. She'll die. And then we'll go ahead and try the Kami plus Machiko, I think, is the game plan here. After we've exhausted a fair amount of the opponent's stuff, you know, we're just going to hope for the best. Alright, that works for us. We knew that was a thing. It's just what comes after that. Alright, cool. So we're doing the vampire thing. Got it. Okay, we did find mana. We did also find a way to kill their creature with the Iganjo in hand, so that's something to consider. Now, I have no idea if this Kami's gonna live. I'm hoping, but there's a chance they also are playing super heavy removal, and then it does nothing for us. I'm not blocking. Feel free to go find a card. Like, I considered leaving mana up just to kill that, but I figured, what's the real gain there? Alright, they got more mana, which doesn't surprise us. And this Kami's probably just going to get an Infernal Grasp or something. Nope, it's even easier than that. They got a blood. Oh, no! That's sad. That's very sad. Alright. Well, I guess we're just going to use the Iganjo then. Deal 4 damage target attacking or blocking creature. It's the only real option here. Alright. Now, with our luck, they probably just have another one. But what are we going to do about it, you know? Yep, that's what I thought. That's what I'm saying, but what were we going to do? We had nothing there. Alright, we did find another enchantment, which is nice. That helps out a little bit. Does get us a blocker. I guess we go ahead with this, because if they kill Catilda, we can at least play it out of the yard. I will block with the 2/2 here. No point giving the opponent free cards if we don't have to. And then they just get to choose what they want to kill here. Oh no, Bloodline Purveyor. That is a real problem. That is a, like, not insignificant, real situation of a problem. Boy. What do we want to do here? We're definitely going to play this. Hopefully we draw into something excellent. Well, yeah, it's not bad. It's not great. I don't think it's bad enough that I want to get rid of it with this blood token. Just trying to think what next turn looks like. Because we're going to take... If we play this, we take 7 next turn. Because we're not blocking with Catilda. That's a non-negotiable situation. Alright, let's go for it. Only because we have a chance to gain life with our... Oh, this is a spirit. I totally forgot. So this is a 5. Okay, well, that's good to keep in mind. Alright, hopefully we exhausted their kill spells. But maybe we didn't. We'll find out. But if they don't attack, that's basically going to mean that they don't like our Catilda, right? Enrica? That's annoying. Could make us sacrifice something. Nope, they just took a damage and drew a card. But now we're playing the... I have life linkers. I have life linkers. We're doing that silly game now. This has menace. Well, you know what? I'm game. F it. Why not? Actually, well, no, if we block, because this has trample anyway. Sure. I mean... Alright, that's fine. That doesn't really change enough for us. Like, I'm okay with that. We'll take action, put that back in our hand, because an enchantment went to the yard. Those do not help us quite enough, though. That is a real problem. However, we can attack for quite a bit here and gain 3 back. We could pump this, could play this. But then they would get another blood token for us. They'd be attacking for 8. This on the backside is a 3, so that's 11. But then they get to gain 3. Man, there's a lot of things happening here. Just debating if I want to put the counter on the Catilda or not here is what I'm trying to figure out. Because I'm trying to decide what I want to do next turn and if I want to, like, get rid of this to the blood tokens. And I think I might. So let's go with this. And this doesn't have death touch or anything till it's on the backside, so sure. I think I'm okay with that. It's a little bit of a risk, but I'm willing to accept that. And then I think we just play this. And then I'm just going to probably cycle this Generous Visitor. Matter of fact, I'm just going to do it now in case there's a land. We can at least play it. Actually, I don't even know if I'll play the land, honestly. I might hold it. Oh, okay. That could be good next turn, because that's basically a +2/+2 on the board. Actually, +3, because they all care about an enchantment. Okay, hold up. This could be a real thing. I mean, they might just want to attack for 7 and sit back and kill our Catilda next turn. I don't know. They could attack with their lands here, too, and hit us for a big turn, and they would gain 3. So there's a lot of options here on both sides. Well, no, I don't want to block with Catilda here. I just want to attack through, because with protection from vampires, like, they just can't block. Like, I'm fine taking damage here. Because I can hit for more than they can trade for in most cases. All right, opponent's going for it. Now it's a matter of what is that card in their hand. Because if we can get another enchantment, we have lethal even with them hitting us here. Unless that's a kill card, which it might be. Okay, well, that makes a difference. That makes a difference. That does not help us, however. So let's go ahead and play this. That's not good. That's not good. All right, we're at 5. What can we do here? Opponent can block the 6/6 and currently take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I kind of have to just look for another enchantment then. All right. Let's go ahead and cycle away this land. Since it comes into play tapped anyway. That's one to fine. There you go. That'll do. That'll do. Love to see it. You love to see it. All right. Ooh. Ooh. The way that started, that was such a good comeback journey. That was a full story in that game. Wow. Wow. Alrighty then. That was pretty nice. That was pretty nice. Ooh. Ooh. You know what I like so far, though? Every card in the deck has come through at different points. And that's actually what I like more. Even if I wasn't winning games, the fact that every card is doing what it's supposed to. Like, you're kind of hoping the cards do what you want, but the fact that, like, you get to see them all do what you want, like, that's actually always a good feeling there. All right. We get to go first with this one. We will keep it. And we will just... What do I want to play first? Let's just put this first. Sometimes I'm trying to decide if it's better to play these earlier. Just hold them where you can maybe do something with them later, you know. Let's go ahead and play this. That leaves us open to be able to cast both of these next turn, which is pretty sweet. Twin Blade, guys. That's not something you see every day. I was thinking I wanted to do some things differently, but I think I'm just going to do this. And just be more mana efficient here. And get in for 5. That's a big hit there. Yep, we're just coming with it. All right. Yeah, sometimes it's not even about playing better or worse. Sometimes it's about just being patient, you know? Like that last game was just, don't panic. You're going to lose these other couple of creatures, but can we come back? You know, let's make a plan for those next couple turns, and you kind of work your way through it. All right, so opponent's going to get to attack us with a double striker. We take 4. All right, I see what you're doing, opponent. I got you. Guess it would have been nice to have some action for that Beseiju. Sure. I mean, we're going to Felidar retreat and not love ourselves, but hopefully it does something awesome next turn. Like, we're just going to hope. But I like what you're doing. Double striking, adding some counters. Like, I see what's up over here. This is kind of cool. I don't hate it. Problem is now, though, that's going to get to be a 3/3, then a 4/4, and it's going to get a little bit out of hand here. So this was kind of like our last real chance to deal with that, unless we get Naiganjo over the next 2 turns. All right, we'll jump block with this one. Why not? That is not Naiganjo, but it does allow us to pump our team, and we don't hate that. So that's a good thing. We can play this. We can play this, give everything +1. Play this, get another card. Which is the third Kodama. No! That's not what we wanted to see. No attacks. Gosh dang it. That sucked. That was totally not what we wanted. Almost any other card I would have rather seen than that. I did make a couple of changes to the Selesnya list. That's what we're playing right now. This will be up on YouTube tomorrow. Oh my gosh. The good news is, though, we now have a 7/7, a 5/5. Like, we have some things. We could throw, like, the 2 tokens and the companion in front of the Geist if we want to. So, like, we're getting to where we can turn it around, and we're about to start having trample on the next turn. So that's pretty good, too. And the opponent's only at 10. So, like, this is a lot of power they have to find a way to kill. That will not kill us. All right, they found more land. Man, this situation's good, though, because a land is good, a big chunk of our enchantments are good. Oh, you're going to get rid of Kodama here, huh? Yeah, I would. That's the one I would go for. Because everything having trample is the bad part here for the opponent. We've seen Borrowed Time a few times today, though. Yeah, all right. Well, I guess this is where we're at. This is just who we are. Are we just attacking with just a 7/7? Is that really all that's happening here? That feels kind of lame-o, but I guess it is what it is. I mean, if opponent goes to 7, they can attack with this for 8, effectively. We could block with 1, 2. I mean, we just can put the house in front of it. I mean, if we attack with everything, though, what do? You block one of these so it lives. You block this to kill that. Then you take 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I guess we attack with this because we don't really need it anymore. Yeah, I guess those are 2 safe attacks. All right, sure. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Because we get to trade, and we get lands, and then we just get to pump the team again, so sure. +1. And we +1. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we totally buff everything with Kodama. That's exactly the plan. The thing is, I couldn't create... It only would have been better if I had first strike, because then I would have got the lands first before the rest of the damage happened. But because we don't get the lands until after damage is dealt, we wouldn't have killed the opponent. Now, admittedly, it's still a mostly safe attack to attack with everything, because we were at 26. The opponent would have had to have some absurd situation for us to lose there. But that was still more than fine. I was totally good with that. And at that point, with us holding magically the third Kodama that we didn't actually want, it would have been really hard for the opponent to come back, because everything would have had trample, all having 3 counters on them. So yeah, I'm going to play 1 or 2 more games with this, and then we'll probably switch decks for a little bit. Playing against old Siphon. Yeah. All right. We'll see if we can make this work. What is this, a digital raccoon? All right. Let's see what we can do with this. Our hand's not great because, next turn everything costs 2. But feels like we can still do some things here. Why am I scared? Why do I want to do this first? In case they have, like, I don't know, the thing that gets rid of all stuff that costs 2 or less? Sort of feel like that's what I'm worried about here. Could be overthinking it. It may be nothing, but still. Well, now that feels like a Doomscar. Don't really like that either. But if that is what it is, then let's do the safe thing here. And just get our damage where we can. I mean, putting the opponent to 8 on turn 4, I'm okay with that if we lose our creatures here. Yep, I'm accepting of that scenario. Like, totally okay. Like, we knew what we were getting ourselves into. And then we go ahead and roll this out. And then I guess unless they play, like, I don't know, the Celestis, we're probably not going to get to use this. So, sure. I'm just going to juice one of these big in the event that maybe they have a meat hook masker. Well, they found a land anyway. I was thinking maybe if they could only meat hook for 2, we could protect one of them, but wasn't a thing. I'm going to kill the other one too. I would completely understand. Oh, they did have a Celestis. Look at that. I would have been able to kill it. Go figure. Alright, let's play this. Alright, opponent goes to 5. I'm just thinking, that's 2, 4, 5, 6. If you have something like, I don't know, Hullbreaker, you can block this next turn and take 3, 4, 5, 6 anyway. But, because you make them all 3s. Just debating if I want to risk playing this or not. I think we're just going to end the turn. Well, no, never mind. We're just going to do this and level this. Why not? No need to overthink things. Jujin. Alright, looks like we win. I'll take it. Actually, this works too. Actually, this is a bunch of ways we can win. Alright, fair enough. They could still have a bounce spell here, though. Let's be honest. We'll spread the love, I guess. Like we were planning to originally. And we'll just attack with all of them. Put a counter here. Put a counter here. Woo! All right. Getting there. Oh, man. Woo. Man, even, like, this thing... I don't know, y'all. We've gotten some wild wins with this list. I'm kind of into it. Like, there's a couple of cards in the list I was kind of like, maybe these aren't as good, whatever, but I'm kind of into it. I'm feeling this. Like, for real, for real. Like, I don't know. Like, this is kind of neat. Kind of neat. I like it. I think what I like about this list is it's almost a theme deck. It's like almost a +1/+1 theme deck. It's like almost an enchantment theme deck, but like it's the right amalgamation of both of them. You know what I mean? Where you have cards that make tokens, so you're not so worried about sweepers. You have a couple of cards that let you draw spells or play off the top of your library, right? You have some late game cards like Felaghar's Retreat. You have some cards that just do big damage, like we saw on like turn 3, turn 4, where we're attacking for like 5 to 8 damage sometimes. So like, I'm kind of digging it. And we beat decks where they, killed our first 3 creatures. We beat that deck where they had a sweeper and whatever, right? Like, so we're doing things. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna sit here and claim it's like this is the best deck in the format, whatever. I'm not gonna give you one of those things. But being aggressive with enchantments actually has a bit of a payoff. Like, this is actually pretty cool. It's faster than mono white. Yeah, well, it's faster because you can grow more creatures. Because like in mono white, you're usually growing like a creature. Either whether that's playing like a Luminarch Aspirant or you're playing what's her name? Adeline, stuff like that, right? But here, it's like when you play an enchantment, you might be pumping 2 or 3 things. Or when you get a Felaghar's Retreat, you're putting counters on everything, right? So now, not only are you growing multiple creatures, your opponent also can't attack efficiently into you. Because you can just come over the top and you can hit for more on the next turn. So you're more dangerous than they are. Now, the trade-off, I will say this for mono white, though, is that a lot of those builds are playing Portable Hole. They're playing Brutal Cathar, Luminarch Aspirant, or not Luminarch Aspirant, but the Skyclave Apparition. So they do have ways to fight back. And our only real way to come back after them is to force them to block. Because except for a couple of Iganjos, we don't really have a way to remove creatures. Right? Our only interaction, if you want to call it that, is Iganjos and Bosejus. To the point that I considered playing a third of each instead of just two. But seems to not be a problem so far. And admittedly, we're not playing against the best decks, and the format's still going to shake out. We'll probably have to change our choices for sure. But we did beat a mono green. We beat some white decks. We beat werewolves, vampires, like a couple of different control decks. So and the most recent one we lost was just because we kept a hand we knew was bad because we had a bunch of things with green and I kept a thing with only 2 white lands, right? So I could live with that. I can live with that. Now, this version, I will say, does perform better than the first version we had. And that's mostly because the commies of transients, I think, make a big difference. I say a big difference is maybe overstating it. Makes a significant difference. And having a couple of copies of Wedding Invitation also helps because just getting to that third trigger and getting your creatures to be that one bigger really seems to have made a difference. And we cut out the Hallowed Hunting because the way this deck plays, you don't have quite enough enchantments to justify that in the late game for what you're trying to do. And if you just load up on the Felidar retreats, that +1/+1 is actually more beneficial than the 1/1 token you would make off of having that extra copy or enchantment played after Hallowed Haunting. And we have more lands, right? So we're more likely to get more triggers off of the Felidar retreat anyway. So you missed it. What were we playing? We were playing the Selesnya enchantments list. Made a couple of changes to it, but it is performing pretty well so far early in the season. So I'm pretty excited about them. And I'll be honest, this was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. There's a lot of cool little cards, a lot of neat interaction. I think the only new rare we're playing is Kami of Transients and Kodama. Kodama's the other one. I'm not counting new lands because the lands you're going to put in every deck anyway, so you might as well just craft those. But Kodama's and the Kami of Transients, I think, are the only new rares we're playing. Everything else is like commons and uncommons. So that's actually pretty sweet. I actually like that. The deck has a good amount of resilience, which I like. There's just very little to complain about. Very little to complain about. So, yeah. I'm surprised, to say the least. But I want to say thank y'all who came back because we did stream earlier and we had an internet drop. Or our internet effectively blew up, which was weird. But what about the Learn enchantment that gives you double strike and a counter as well as untapping your creature? Learn enchantment. I thought about it, but my problem is, what did I want to play it over on turn 3, right? Our benefit is being able to go wide instead of tall, right? We don't have individual creatures that care so much. Like, we don't have individual creatures that are that spectacular on their own, right? At best, maybe Kodama of the Westry, if it got a +1/+1 by itself, would be good because it can still trample and whatever. But like having just like a Luminarch Aspirant with another counter isn't that great a lot of times, right? If that's the only thing you're attacking with. Or, I don't know, a Jukai, whatever, right? Like if you look at any of the creatures we have in the deck, they're not that much better just having one counter. The only benefit there is maybe because you get to untap, right? But we're already playing Felidar Retreat. And if we put +1/+1s on everything, then we still get Vigilance anyway, right? So I'd rather have the other turns Well, yeah, if it gave double strike, that would be amazing. Right? Like if we gave double strike, we would absolutely play it. Like no doubt at all, right? But I think it's a matter of like on turn 3, there's other things we'd rather be doing, whether that's loading up a I don't know, a ranger class or playing Kodama, right? Setting up the turn so when you get the Luminar or get the Felidar retreat, you get a big turn, right? As opposed to if you just played turn 3, the other enchantment, right? It's good, but you know we really didn't get ahead because our stuff could still be chump blocked and stuff. No, it's not a bad card. I'm not saying it's a bad card. I'm just saying in this build, I don't think I necessarily want it. I think because of the way the deck plays, like even today, watching this deck, there might have been a situation where sparring regimen would have been better than other things we were doing on turn 3 or 4. Right? So it's just like we were doing great with what we had. And I'm again, don't think it's a bad card. If somebody chose to play it in this list, I wouldn't laugh at it. I wouldn't turn my nose up at it. I think it's a totally reasonable card. And if it's something you want to play, go for it. 100%. I'm not going to tell you not to. I'm just explaining to you why I don't have it in my list. And I hope people take that's the takeaway all the time, is like, understand that if I give logic to something, I'm not saying my logic is the gospel. I'm just saying this is what led me down the road to playing the cards I'm playing and why I choose to play them. But the reality is, that's the best part about Magic. Like, you will see pro players that play the same type of deck in a big tournament, and they'll have 5 or 6 cards different in the list. Because they, for whatever reason, like certain ones. Maybe they're worried about certain matchups more or whatever. And they're choosing that path. The other person sees things differently. They're choosing another path. That is totally okay and legit. So, like, I have no problem with that at all. Like, nothing at all. Probably not, Caleb. I'm just going to be honest with you. The mono blue tempo list is probably going to be way down the line. Mostly because it's not the type of deck I enjoy very much. And it doesn't make for fantastic viewing. Like, that's more of the type of deck I put up because I know people want to see it more than it's going to be entertaining. You know what I mean? And it's not, also be honest, it's not showing off that many new cards. So if I want to play something that's not showing off so many new cards, I'm probably just playing the Jund Treasure deck. And that's kind of what my plan was anyway, to play some, like a new deck and an old deck, and a new deck and an old deck, kind of on each stream today. This dude, ooh. With the opponent going first, I don't know about this. This is one where, like, if this hand was on the play, oh, this would be awesome. But the fact that Despair Sentinel is not likely to live is a little bit disappointing. Yeah, just a smidge. Because we can play Sentinel into, honestly, this is Sentinel into Magda into what is kind of the problem. Like, I almost need Sentinel to live so we can get at least one trigger off Magda to get a treasure. And then if we just draw a land, great. Why do I feel like this is going to get Fading Hoped? It's getting Fading Hoped. Oh, no, it didn't. What? I genuinely 100% thought that was getting a Fading Hope, y'all. I'm not even messing with you. I truly thought that's what was about to happen. Well, crap. I mean, do we assume that Magda's gonna get disruption? I mean, I guess we just go for it. Whatever. I think the best play is really to wait and try to play it next turn, but we'll see. You want to say I watch your content all the time? I've learned so much from your videos. Well, thank you so much for that. We are not attacking here. I don't know how this resolved at all. I am stunned right now. Seriously, y'all could have bet me any amount of money I would not have ended this turn with both of these creatures in play. And boy, would I have been wrong. All right. I mean, Not the way I thought this was going to go down, but I'll take it. I mean, it's all right, I guess. Okay. Well, now they got red mana. Is this just some, like, is it spells shenanigans? If so, it's probably best to try to get the Image Storm Predator, but I'm going to wait till we have a little more mana to work with. And then get red and tap this. So we can go ahead and play the Anvil. Alright. Let's see what the opponent wants to do. Because now if they wipe stuff out, we have mana to cast all our things. So, like, we're okay. Oh, really? Really? Well, I guess the good news is they're not really filtering their hand or anything here, making treasure. Do I want to make another 1/1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I have the mana, sure. Let's sacrifice one of these. Actually, draining their life isn't that important. I'll just make a 1/1 here. Yeah, that's fine. Just for pressure purposes. No other real reason. Alright, let's see what we could do with this. You know, and I have to say, like, as much as I don't like playing against these Izzet decks, because they feel kind of repetitive and boring, like, I am at least fine with them being around, because, like, there are people that enjoy that style of Magic, you know? And, like, it should exist for people who want it. Okay. What are we trying to do here? If we play this, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could still play Chariot? Yeah, okay, I guess. That's a thing, I suppose. Unless you want to kill this too. We will get green and tap this. By the way, I put this on red in case something goes sideways and we wanted to play like a Goldspan Dragon or something later. Alright. And then we just attack, I guess, for 1. Sure. I mean, like, you got me, opponent. Like, I don't know. Good news is, though, they put the card on the bottom of the library. All right. What are we doing? I mean, you could try to wipe the board here. And that would be reasonable. Oh, it looks like they're planning to off a few things. Ooh, I don't mind that at all. I could play another Chariot here, but I want to save that, actually. Oh, wait. Actually, if we did this first, and then we'd have 2 treasure plus that. We still end up with 1 treasure after this, but we get an extra life. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, all right. Cool. Let's do that. I'm kind of into that. I mean, we get to attack for less, so, I mean, that's a thing, I guess. But let's go ahead and tap this. And then we'll play this. And then we'll also get to grow a Predator, removing stuff from the opponent's yard. Probably a Fading Hope, so if they have one of those silly dudes that play stuff out of the yard, we don't have to deal with it. And then we'll attack. Copy this little duder. I guess I should be copying treasure, realistically, but whatever. Alright, opponent. Do your worst. Well, that's it. Well, that went pretty well. Just wanted to, let's see, agree with Tabor, having the thought process explained is pure content value. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad that helps people because, like I said, part of my thing is being able to be informative and help people kind of understand. And I always tell people, like, even if things don't work out for me in a game, I at least want people to see the logic as to what I was trying. And then if you disagree with the logic, totally understandable, right? But at least you learned what didn't work at the very least. Rate of work producing. Yeah, that, I'll be honest with y'all, like this season really got to me because I had stuff going on like Discord, on YouTube. I put out my podcast. I had like some extra card spotlight videos on Facebook. I had stuff go out on TikTok. And like it was a very busy week. This is the closest I've come to, like, you know, when people say, it broke me. Like this was the closest I felt. Like seriously. I don't think I've been broken yet, but we got close. That is for sure. You know, I'll keep this. I'll keep this. I don't know if it turns into anything good or not, but we'll find out. I mean, if we get like, well, not that. I was just thinking if we got like a Kalane or a Innkeeper into Halana and Lena, that would have been all right. But this is not going great to start with. Not gonna lie, not going great. I feel like whatever we play is gonna get fought here. So why don't we just do this? Because we're so far away from actually making this be a thing. Oh, they didn't have a fight spell. Well, hold up now. Things might be a-changing. We can also turn into a 3/4 and block some things. So, like, hold on. All right. This did not progress how I anticipated, but I ain't mad about it. Okay, well, we're at a point where I think we have to just try. I mean, you know, we don't really have to try with Magda here. We could just make this into a 3/4 and block next turn, right? All right. I think this is just a bad situation. We got a hand where we just had all the expensive half of the deck, so we're just hoping for the best here. All right, you get to attack with that. That's fine. Man, did this mean they picked up a... I bet they did, didn't they? All right, I'm a sucker anyway. Let's do it. If you got it, you got it. Oh, they didn't. I swear they would have had a +1/+1 counter there. I was just like, yeah, we'll just walk into it. Whatever. This has vigilance, right? Yeah, sweet. I'm in. All right, cool. It's kind of a weird way to go about business, but here we are. I was gonna say, I dare you. like, come get it. I was ready. Oh, was I ever ready? Not like the battery. We have a rabbit battery now. Okay, this is a real decision-making situation here. We have 5 mana. We could attack, play the Goldspan Dragon. Opponent goes to 13, then they can attack with their Chariot. That'd be a 5/5. But if we play Halana and Alena, we just get to pump a thing and have a big blocker. I kind of like that better. So let's do that here first. And then that also lets us sit on some treasure for next turn. Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll just make this Prowler really big, I guess. Not going to attack with it yet, because they would be able to potentially double block or trade or whatever, and that's not beneficial to us. Here, as a 5/6, we could still block this with no real concern. Yeah, we're not really worried about that, dude. That's fine. Yep. Well, opponent was like, fine, come bring it. Okay, well, I'll take 4, I guess. If you want to pump. I mean, I guess they finally found one. Oh, it was an inscription. All right, cool. That works. Oh, Atsushi. That's kind of cool. Now what do we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Use the treasure, get a treasure, get to play Atsushi. Then, man, okay. Wow, how do we do? I guess we could also just play Chariot. I feel like whatever I'm gonna choose here is gonna be the wrong answer. I feel like I have choices and none of them are good. We could just block with Hanana and Lena too, and that's not the worst thing. Alright, let's do this. And then we'll play a dragon. I think I'm willing to gamble attack with dragon. Because, I mean, that puts the opponent at 11. I mean, we could just play Chariot too, though. Right? Because if we play Chariot here, this is going to be 6, 10, 11, 12. So, yeah, we're better off playing Chariot. And then just having all the blockers we need. Because nothing on their side has trample. So yeah, let's see what happens here. Oh no, it's a red and 7. That's like the worst thing. Oh, good job, opponent. Yep, that's gonna get us, y'all. Damn, so close. But you know what? I am gonna be mad. We did a lot with 3 lands. I'm okay with this. Like, if this is how it has to go down, this is just how it has to go down. I'm all right with that. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Depending on what the opponent does here, we might still get an opening. Hold on a second. Hold on. Opponent's only at 11, right? This might still be a thing. Let's see. Let's say we chump block this. We chump this. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have to block all 3 things. All right, so that makes the Halana and Lena play not any good. So, hold on a second. Well, we can't do that. We got to let the 2/2s through. All right. The opponent's at 11. Can we do this? They only have 1 blocker, right? You block that. That's 4. Nah, we just won't. We're a land short. No matter what we do, we're a land short of making this happen. I mean, we can block Alana Lena here, and then take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and go to 2. And that gives us another block. I think that'll let us, actually. Alright. And then now the opponent can block that one. Oh, getting a land's actually pretty big here. Hold on. This is going to take a second, y'all. Like, all right, let them block that. Then you've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 coming through. That's not enough. We could play this. Tap these 2. Get this. So then there's... Yeah, but that's still not it. And we may not have enough. I don't think there's a way here. I'm just like going through the motions to make sure. We do make an extra treasure, but that's not going to be enough to count for anything. We would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. And unfortunately, we need some combination of either 8 or 9. Yeah, I don't think we can do enough. Like, they block here. Take 4. I'm assuming we make that 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, not enough. Close, but not quite. If this had haste or something, maybe only being 4, that could have probably helped us. But I don't think we have enough. Because I'm thinking if we just play that, tap that, still get in for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, wait. Wait. Did I do my math wrong? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're exactly 11. Yep. Almost messed that up. Wow, I don't know how I was missing that, y'all. All right. Cool. Yep. That's it. Wow. Ooh. Oh, that feels so good. And you know what? Being honest, that's one of those situations where I almost miss the kill because I got kind of hung up on the double dragon action. Right? I was so concerned with like, well, my 2 dragons or the gold spans and Halana and Elena that I was just like almost ignoring the other obvious. It's just like, oh, well, I have 4 power for 4 mana. If I just use that, that's enough. But like, I kept going, I'm 1 short, or if I do this thing, I got to tap this other creature. And it's like, oh, well, I had exactly it. Atsushi having trample doesn't really do anything there, though. Like, it's only a 4/4. Oh, man. That worked out nicely. That was... Whew. Man, we've hit Exacxies like 3 times today. Like, we've been getting exactly enough done to kill our opponents. What do we do with this? I think we have to keep this, right? And just hope we're playing against a creature deck. I mean, I don't love it, but I think that's our only real choice. Because we probably just play this tapped. And then play a turn 2 Innkeeper. And then that opens up the door for maybe Valky plus Infernal Grasp or something. I don't know. Are we actually playing against a Berserker deck? I mean, I see people try to pop up on ladder with those every once in a while. They're usually not great, to be honest. I've tried a few different types, and I can't make any of them work. Unfortunately, Berserker's got the short end of the stick in Kaldheim. No blacks. No, in the last game, pumping Atsushi wouldn't do enough because you need to tap the Atsushi to be able to crew the Chariot to have exactly enough damage to kill the opponent. And you don't get to crew until the start of the combat step. So I would have had to tap something else to do that. But then the extra 2 on the Atsushi doesn't allow lethal there, I don't believe. What are we up? This is a combo-y thing? Maybe that's what it is, because this gives something haste. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see what the opponent's up to. Just more of the same. Oh, a Maskwood Nexus. What the... Okay, then. I have no clue what's happening. Not even going to try to pretend. Like, I'm not even going to try to lie to y'all. I have no idea what's going on. This is weird. I don't even know what green's in there for, honestly. Oh. The hell? Why? Like, I don't... What's even... Alright, cool. You do you, opponent. I don't know what's happening here. Like, I am in a complete state of not even disbelief, just uncertainty, disarray, if you will. All right, well, we're going to attack. Like, I mean, I'm sure there's some weird Maskwood Nexus combo here that I'm going to die to, but, you know, if the opponent gets it, they get it. Oh, got something to kill our chariot. Got your Boseiju. Grinning Ignis, all right. Back again. Sentinel, all right, so they got tons of mana, so they'll be able to play this probably and get something out of it. Oh, there we go. Now we get to start opening things up a little bit. Let's go ahead. I'm willing to trade my chariot. If you want to give up 2-3 of your dudes, I don't care. Like, at some point, we can't just wait around for them to get the combo or whatever. We got to just come after them. You can block here, double block here, you get that back. But if you have just an Ignis here... Actually, I'm not going to attack with the Valky because I don't know what part of the combo they want the Ignis for. And if they have to chump block with one here, I don't want to give them the other one while we're trying to figure out their plan. Oh, they're not even blocking. What the hell? Okay, sure. Well, we do have a way to disrupt their combo with an Infernal Grass, and we know they don't have a way to protect a creature in their hand, so that's a bonus. Okay, so they're making a bunch of mana to be able to play Maskwood Nexus? Yeah, sure. I mean, like, what are we doing? Like, you're just recasting the same card. I mean, I guess they're just accepting they've lost here? Their storm count is at 3. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, okay. Like, I don't... What? Sure, man. Like, yeah. All right. That's a thing that happened. I don't even know. I don't know what to do with any of this information anymore. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, treasure deck still works. No surprise. We sort of knew that was going to be a thing. We only really added in like 4 new cards, I think. Or maybe 5 total copies. So it did what we expected it to do. You know, nothing real surprising. It's fairly consistent. And we managed to win a game with only having 3 lands in play. So, like, that's pretty cool, too. You know? Kind of hard to beat that. So, yeah. Overall, so far, our new builds are pretty cool. They're working. They're doing what we want. Missing an ETB effect? Maybe. The thing is, though, like I said, because we had the Infernal Grasp in hand, I wasn't really worried about what they would be doing, honestly. Maybe just a quest to cast red spells. Like, maybe. That could be true. You know, maybe that's what was going on. I don't really know. This was our Jund treasure deck that we were playing. Earlier, we played the Selesnya Enchantments aggro list, which was pretty cool. That one I actually had a lot of fun with, so I'm looking forward to getting that one up on YouTube tomorrow. And we're going to probably finish playing this one over on Facebook in maybe about an hour's time or so. And then we're going to follow up with, I don't know yet what we're going to play after that. And then we're going to be on Facebook Gaming for probably about 2 hours. I'm going to take a short break, and then we'll do some streaming on Twitch from 9 to midnight Pacific time. So if you want to follow me over on YouTube, if you want to go follow my on my Facebook gaming page, you can go here to this link. I don't know if it lets us put shorthand links in here. I have to do the whole HTTPS thing, I think. www.fb.gg/PowrDragn. All right, yeah, cool. There you go. You can go check that link out. And I will be over there probably within the next hour and a half, and we will finish playing this, and then we'll probably let, I don't know, chat pick some other deck. Actually, I say that, But I know if I let chat pick, they're gonna be like, play the ninjas, and I'm not that excited about it, but I'll probably do it anyway if people want to. But we have a whole pile of lists. We still have, what, 13 other decks to pick from? So we have a lot still to go through this season. I mean, we made a lot of deck lists, y'all. A lot. So if there's something you're looking at playing in this set and, you know, you're not sure, maybe we'll play the vehicles next over on Facebook. So we'll play probably about another 20, 30 minutes with this when I log into Facebook Gaming. And then we'll play some with the vehicle list, see what we can do. And then we'll see what happens on Twitch tonight. I have no idea. But yeah, that'll round out everything and give us a lot of options of things to play. But yeah, thank y'all that came back after our like technical issues. Man, we put a lot of time in here. I think we did what, 4 hours or so here on YouTube. But yeah, this was fun, man. This set so far, the cards, again, I don't know, whenever the format shakes out, we don't know what people are going to play yet or whatever, right? Like, but once that happens, we'll have a better idea of what cards we need to be playing or not. But here in the early going, if nothing else, at least the cards that you wanted to be fun are fun, right? The cards that people are putting in their list are doing the things they want to do. And that to me is like at least a step in the right direction to be able to say like, hey, this set's pretty fun. These mechanics are fun and competitive and interesting, right? Because that's really what you want. Like, even if we get an upper tier that's like 5 or 6 really good decks, as long as the other things can at least be reasonably competitive and still do fun things, I think that's all we're really aiming for, right? It looks like we might be in that situation. Simeon says, I threw a random ninja deck together and won a few matches. Well, that's great. Honestly, maybe it's better than I think it is. But whatever it is, like I said, I hope people find something fun they enjoy playing. Like, this is the first time in a while that I feel like, regardless of the type of Magic you enjoy playing, there should be an interesting build to do the thing you want to do. And that's the best situation to be in, right? Even if the thing you like to do isn't the tier 1 best thing, as long as you can be competitive in those games, you know, because you'll get a little lucky, you'll win some, you'll lose some, whatever. But like, as long as you can be competitive doing the thing you enjoy doing, I think that's when Standard is in its best place for sure. And maybe even Magic as a whole in any of the competitive formats. But for now, like I said, I'm going to step away. I need to take a bio break. I need to work on a quick bit of editing on some stuff. And then, yeah, like I said, I'm going to aim. It's 5:18 now. I'm going to try to aim to be on Facebook Gaming around 6:30 Pacific. And like I said, it's 5:18 now. So it's like an hour and 10 minutes, hour and 12 minutes. So I'm going to try to make it over there as close as I can around that time. And like I said, we'll hang out for probably about an hour, hour and a half. And then after that, we'll bounce over to Twitch. So it's going to be a little bit of all over the internet today. But again, thank y'all. You know I love you. I appreciate every single one of you that support my stuff. It is very hard to make content, get views consistently, you know, get people to join your channel and support you and help your income. And I appreciate every single one of you that do, because I know other creators struggle even more. So I'm happy for the community that I do have. Sincerely mean that. And, you know, wherever you're watching, whenever you're watching, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. If I don't see you, I'll see you on YouTube. Remember to take care of yourself with all the COVID and the flu and everything else out there, you know, for you and your family. And if nothing else, remember to be awesome and be awesome to each other. But we will catch y'all around. If you missed the Selesnya Enchantments aggro list, that will be up